So I think we all agree that shoplifters and frequent stealers, thieves, should be punished and taught a lesson. However, recently there's this phenomena in China that's really disturbing, is that the people who are being stolen from, whether it's the shopkeepers or security guards, are taking matters into their own hands and actually publicly shaming the thieves. And I have an example for you guys. There's two mentally ill men who tried to steal bananas, and they're from Guangxi province. When they were caught, the owner, instead of calling the police, decided to strip them down to their underwear, tie their hands behind their backs, and hang a sign around their necks that read "banana thieves," and he made them kneel down in front of everybody in public in the scorching sun. So the two men knelt there for 2 hours before the police came, after some people who saw them were concerned and called the police to come. And after the police came, the two parties actually decided to work it out amongst themselves. And even though many lawyers in China are saying that the shopkeeper clearly violated the rights of these two men, the shop owner was not charged with anything. And a second example that I'm going to give you guys is a burglar from Hubei who was blindfolded and strung up on a wall after he was caught trying to steal an iPad, watches, and cell phones from an apartment complex. Now, the security guards who were guarding the apartment complex caught him, and also they didn't report him to the police. Instead, they decided to take matters into their own hands. Now, granted, they said that they asked the man, the burglar, "Do you want us to report you to police, or do you want us to give you some sort of punishment?" And he chose the latter. So they decided to blindfold him and showcase him to the world, saying that, look, this is the burglar who tried to steal this many things from this apartment complex. This might sound a little extreme, but the residents of the apartment complex actually said that they agreed with the security guards' tactics because they've been suffering from a lot of burglaries recently, and doing so will be a display to all the other burglars who want to rob this apartment complex. Personally, I do not agree with these tactics, especially in the first incident. The two men were mentally ill. I don't think anything would justify you stripping them down into their underwear and putting them out into the streets like that. And for the second incident, it's a little worse. The guy actually climbed into someone's apartment building and tried to steal their goods. But seriously, would you really do that to somebody? Put a rope around their neck and have them stand there for 5 hours blindfolded? I really don't think that's necessary. But according to these security guards and the shopkeepers, when they try to talk to the police usually don't do anything about it. They usually allow the two parties to work it out amongst themselves, and these shopkeepers probably are just angry. But in my opinion, if you really wanted to teach these people a lesson, why don't you just do something like this Williamsburg supermarket did? And this is in Williamsburg, New York, where the supermarket actually captures the photos from their surveillance camera of people who shoplift and post it on their storefront, and points out that if you are this person, please do not come back. And it's actually really effective. The people who've shoplifted there before don't usually come back. And the storekeeper even says if you're willing to apologize and say that you're never going to do it again, he's willing to take the picture off. So I think that's a pretty good tactic. I mean, you're not really stripping anyone down to their underwear and putting them into the streets, but you are teaching them a lesson when you think that calling the police wouldn't be as effective. But what do you guys think about this public shaming? Do you think that it's a good way to teach people a lesson? How far should we take it? Let us know in the comment section below, and thank you for watching.